psychology wise, working with the crowd and everything in Japan?
It was very different. It's actually cool because I believe they were doing the Super Juniors at that time. So
Mm.
you had guys like Nick Jackson out there from the Young Bucks. You had Rocky Romero, Bobby Fish was out there, Kyle O'Reilly, all these guys that were working the same day as we were. And we had messaged Nick and said, "Hey,
Mm.
we're in Japan. If you have a moment's time, like, could we take you out to lunch? Could we just talk to you?" And we knew him because we had wrestled him before. And so he knew us. So we had that common
Mm.
bond. And I think he took a liking to us as well. I remember he took us out to lunch and a dinner as well. And we talked about the business. We said, okay, what can we do to help ourselves here? What can we do to help ourselves when we get back home? It's fun. I don't know if you guys read the Young Bucks book, but they spoke about
Yeah,
how
killing the business. Yeah.
yeah, an excellent book. Awesome,
Mm.
especially if you're a SoCal fan, because you see and you hear and you know so much of what they're talking.
Mm.
But they talked about speaking with, I believe it was Generico at the time, Sami Zayn, and he was open about like what kind of money you can make and what the business side of wrestling, and that opened up their minds. And I remember Nick telling us, and he was, I think at the time he was either going to WWE or I think he had like 3 offers, and he told us what each offer was. Ballpark, it's fine.
Yeah. Mm.
And we weren't asking figures. He was just, letting us know this is what's possible, and he had the same situation, a wife at home. He had, I believe, 2 kids at the time. And I had a wife at home that let me go to Japan. For that, I'll always be grateful. But
Mm.
I knew in the back of my head we were going to be having kids soon. And I said, well, I need to make this a career. It's either you got to stop doing it for $10 at some point,
Yeah.
and especially then, like my body was very, very, very beat down
Mm.
because, like I said, it's the overtraining. It's all those bumps. I had countless concussions, countless knee issues, like shoulder dislocation, everything coming to a head. And so just picking Nick Jackson's brain, I remember we even messaged Kenny Omega because we stayed in the
Mm.
same spot that he did for DDT. And so we said, hey, I know you're busy. I'm not expecting you to, show us around, but can you offer us some tips? Can you help? And he was extremely gracious. And again, that's something you never forget. I never met him personally, but he communicated with us in such a way that shows you the type of guy he is. And Nick Jackson as well. But it's something I'll never forget.